Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back. Welcome to my channel. This is Jade with Yes, Yes, Yes. And for those of you who are coming back, thanks so much. Always glad to have you here. This will be a good one. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. What we're doing today, this is the general read for March 2019. And so we are going to go over the overalls from, I did a 2019 overall that we're starting from. So I'll have that link in the box below. These two cards are for the year, and these two cards are for this month. I do have a dog that I'm pet sitting, and he's scratching at the door. So hopefully we can ignore that because he's just gonna scratch even if he's inside if I don't put him out. So let me just finish what I was gonna say. Yes, all of the decks, the information is in the box below, as well as my website. If you guys are interested in having a personal reading, just reach out to me. I would love to work with you. And if any of this resonates, I'd love to hear your feedback. So send me or leave me a comment below, or hit that like button. It helps the channel out so much. And let us now get started. All right, so for your year, you had two cards: completion, which is about cycles. It's about knowing who you are. It's about connecting to your emotions. It's about reconciling your intellect, and it's taking the right action based on all of that information. So it's really working with all of yourself, the full, all of the parts of yourself that represent all of the elements, all of the different directions. And taming the wind, I love this card as well. And this is so good for you, Scorpio, because you are fierce, okay? And if anyone can tame something that seems untamable, it would be you, Scorpio. So taming the wind, really, the wind is, it's powerful. It can create great change. It can erode, and it can also bring in new life. So there's so much. Wind has so many different powers, both positive and negative. And you, Scorpio, this year are really working on balancing yourself, making sure that you're stepping forward in right action, and also realizing that you have this power to work in both positive or negative, which you might have known that already. I know that Scorpios, you know what's going on, so there is no new news to you. But if you are here checking out for tarot readings, you just want to get some backup, I think. So for this month, March 2019, we've got the Two of Wands. There's some building happening. This is passionate building. There's a bunny here, so there could be some fertility. This may be in a relationship, but it could also be a work-oriented building. A lot of times the wands are their work or creative. So there's some kind of building here. But with this card, the lilies from the Lenormand deck, clarifying it, this is a card of sensuality. This is a card of antiquity. So this could be a long-term relationship that is rebuilding, or it could be building towards a long-term relationship that there's quite a bit of sensuality here, quite a bit of connection too, that feels like this could be something deep, something from past lives that would take you, it's a soul contract that you made. So something along those lines. There's also a lot of legacy involved with this lily card. So whatever this contract is, whatever this building is, it is a deep karmic connection building that you're making, whether it be in just a work relationship or a love relationship. But we are going to find out some more. And here's what I'll tell you, Scorpio, is that these are general reads. This is for your sun, moon, and your ascendant sign. These are not the love readings for the month. But I will tell you that most all of these readings have been love readings. And it's just because the way the cards are coming up. So it's so interesting. We'll see what this ends up entailing for you, okay? So I have pre-shuffled the cards, and now I'm going to look for 9 cards total. 3 for the past, 3 for the present, and 3 for the future. Let's see what we have for Scorpio for March 2019. Oh, that's quite a big stack. I'll take those first 2, but this other stack I don't want. We have the Lovers card and the King of Pentacles. Just give me a moment. I will show them to you. Just need one more card for the past, please. Okay. Now, I've got the Death card. Scorpio energy. Haha. All right. So we start with the Lovers in the upright. This is Gemini. Scorpio and Geminis. I have both of these prominently in my chart, so this is kind of like home. So here's the thing about Lovers is that while it has to do with the Gemini, it's about two-mindedness or two-beingness, choosing one way or the other, evil versus good, heart versus head, right versus wrong, you know, any of those contrast. There was some kind of choice that was made in the past, and it might have had to do with a Gemini, but we also have a earth sign here, so it could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This is the King. Now, this King is in the upright. Here's what we love about the Kings is that they have mastered their suit. They know how to rule the kingdom. They know what best action to take. So this is, doing things, making change in the world. But this is really about stability. It's about structure. It's about money. So there's something that is very earthly about this connection that you had to make, or maybe this this decision that you had to make that had to do with what's best for you in a stable way, right? What's best for you for your security. If it is a relationship in this past situation, what is best for you so that you're taking care of you. That's what I'm seeing, because again, here you are represented, and I don't know if this is a Scorpio relationship too. We could have that as well. But there's transformation with this Death card, right? This is always shedding of the skins and moving forward, seeing the self in a new way. I feel like you in the past were making a choice between yourself and this stability, or this person who might have represented stability. Very interesting. It's ideal that we would feel the stability, you would feel that these two would be together. I'm going to do some more cards, but I'm going to see if this past kind of unravels itself just a bit more, just because the choices here on the outside. So what I'm actually, kind of balancing between is that the stability that might have happened in the past might have been between a Gemini and you, right? So you might have felt like there was something very stern and rock solid in the past between you and a Gemini. So there's so many different ways to read it. I'm just trying to do it really generally to try to connect to as many of you Scorpios as possible. Okay, let's go for the present. Let's see what's happening for Scorpio, March 2019. What's happening in our present? 10 of Cups. This card is poppin'. All right. Let's see. 2 more cards for Scorpio in the present. Now, this is good energy. I like that, but I want to see what else we got. We got 2. Let it out. There we go. Thank you. Okay. 4 of Cups in the upright and the 7 of Pentacles in the upright. All right. 10 of Cups, celebrating. This is emotional fulfillment. So if you made the choice in the past to be with a Gemini and it felt stable, you're celebrating now. If you made a choice in the past to choose yourself over an earth sign, you're celebrating that now. If in the past, I'm just going to keep on going through this. If you had decided there's going to be a long-term development with a Gemini, I think I even said that, you're celebrating now. Okay? I think I've covered all of those, but this definitely is feeling relationship. Now there's celebration happening in this present time now. Emotional fulfillment. This is, your family, your friends, everybody coming together, everybody enjoying. It is it can be an overdoing, so do be careful there, but it's good times. These are great times for you. You've worked really hard. You have shed more skin than any other zodiac sign out there, and it's time for you to celebrate and to really enjoy the work that you have done to get to where you are. And if it is that you have decided to be with this person, enjoy that. And if you've decided not to be with anybody, you're enjoying that now. We've got the Four of Cups as well. And the Four of Cups is a card of it's almost a card of dissatisfaction. So what I'm feeling here is that you may go too far and it might be too much, okay? So do temper yourself with this celebration. If it's because of this, maybe if you just gotten married and you've had, beautiful marriage ceremony, this is just saying maybe we went a little too far. Maybe we spent a little too much money on the marriage, or we drank a little bit too much at the club last night. It can be just an isolated incident, but just keep in mind, if this is, again, you've chosen this relationship and you're feeling so good that it's possible to overdo. So do make sure that you are balancing the time that you spend together with the time that you need for yourself, because Scorpio, we know this, right? You need to go into the depths, recover, uncover, come back up, share with the world, tell them, how shallow they are. Not necessarily, but tell them all the depths and understanding that you have now discovered, and then you go back down. So just make sure that you are celebrating, but not to a place where it's taking away from you also taking care of you, okay? Because we also have the Seven of Pentacles. And this is planting seeds. This is waiting for something, though. So you might have been waiting around for, I'm going to say this combination of this person, and if it's a Gemini, if it's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, you've been waiting for this person for some time, really working hard, really trying to grow that seed and nurture it, but there's still this just dissatisfaction. So you might be coming to terms. You know how when we start relationship and it's so dreamy and it's so amazing, and the other person can do no wrong. They're the picture perfect, exactly right person that we asked for. And then we start to see who they are. We start to see more of who they are. And while you've been planting the seeds to bring in this perfect person, just know that they're human. And they're not going to be that perfect person, okay? There's no way to be a perfect person. The other thing is that if you've been really working hard at your money, so coins have to do with food, clothing, shelter, health, and well-being, as well as money. So if you've been working on any of those things, and say specifically health, right? If you've been working hard on your health, you're going to be a little dissatisfied because you're trying to balance this party, enjoyment, pleasure with also maintaining your health. So just again, make sure that you can find that balance. Okay, I'm surprised that the Temperance card isn't here, but it's really about balancing yourself. And even here, the Gemini card can also, the Lover's card can also pretend that there's a balance needed, that decision between one and the other, finding them both. Okay, well, I've got one already. Let me go, what's coming up for Scorpio in the future? March 2019 for Scorpio. March 2019, what's coming up? Okay. So we had, did I ask for it? No, here we go. So we've got the Empress. She did come up in the reverse. I do have two. Excuse me while I get my cards together here. The Two of Wands came up in the upright. And the Nine of Cups also in the upright. Okay, now it's possible, that one, I was looking at it, but I'm going to keep it in the upright. The reason why is that the sun also coming out to shine its course. Leo card. Okay. So there could be a Leo involved here. The Empress is Venus energy, so we're talking Libra or Taurus. But there's something that's not quite a right currently. Okay, so the Empress is loving and kind and nurturing and warm. She's also really great at receiving. This deck, look, she's also wearing like a Roman mask, or not mask, but a helmet. So she has to act in order to receive. There's this balance that happens. She's more like Athena in this deck. So there's a need to state with clarity what the needs are in order to receive. And I'm feeling like in the future, there's just not that balance. There's just not that connection where, and this is actually quite surprising for you, Scorpio, because you usually do not wait and you have no problems with stating your needs. So what I'm thinking is this might be your other person. This might be their energy, and that just be aware that they may not be coming forth with exactly how they feel, which is needing a little bit more love, needing a little bit more attention in the future, needing just some understanding and compassion. So you might have to stretch yourself a bit and keep them to keep them on in your heart and keep your warmth in their heart, if that makes sense. Because we have the Two of Wands here, you're building towards, again, wands are passionate and creative cards. It's usually work related, but if we're talking about this love connection, you're building long term here, okay? You are putting your roots down in the ground and you're slowly building towards those Four of Wands, which is that family. So I really feel like, and again, this is in the upright, we're talking about a relationship that needs balance, that needs open communication, that is, quite beautiful and celebratory, but we just need to make sure that we don't overdo. We have this wish card here, and this, I wasn't sure if it came out in the reverse or not. So I'm going to talk about it in both ways. The reason why is that if you are doubting this person in the future, if you're wondering, are they really the one? Are they worthy of me? That's how you're really wondering, because they may be holding themselves back a bit. But the truth is, this is what you're wishing for. Okay, I've gotten a lot of wish cards out too, wish and Ten of Cups. So what you have been wishing for, what you've been hoping for, what you've been allowing space in your life for, is this person who stepped in. Let them show you all of who they are. Hold some space for them to develop and get closer with you. Because it's really hard in the beginning to just lay everything out in the line. You know this. You're the master and the mistresses of secrets. So now we've gotten to the point, but you have all the power because of that. So now we've gotten to the point where we need to deepen this relationship. It's got to be more than just all this celebratory stuff. We really want to plant seeds. We really want it to be long term. We want these wishes to come true. The other thing is that this could be kind of like the cat who gets the cream. Is that the right term? So when you make a wish and then it shows up for you, it's almost as if you're wondering, do you really enjoy the thing you are wishing for, or do you enjoy just wishing and being in the place of the expectation of it to come, or wondering if it's going to come or how it's going to come? So when the thing actually shows up, are you happy with what you've been asking for, or do you just want to be an endless wisher? Do you just want to wish for forever? So that's a question you're going to have to ask yourself here in the future as well. There is, and I like that the Two of Wands has replicated itself here. I'd forgotten about that. So this energy is here twice for you about building something strong. And with the Sun card, this Leo card, there's some innocence. There's some playfulness that can come through here. There's some lightness that you can take on and illuminate the shadows. Scorpio, you can heal through relationship. You don't have to heal on your own. You don't have to go into the depths and to the darkness by yourself. You can do that and then come out and then express to your loved one so that you can transform. That it's just a new way of healing your wounds. With this relationship, there's a lot of potential to heal those wounds with the relationship. You don't have to go off alone to heal yourself. There's a lot of beauty here. There's a lot of richness. There's stability. There is, your desire for transformation. There is balance in choices. There is planting of seeds, celebrating, finding the balance in that celebration and the planting of the seeds. There's so much here. The only cards that potentially were in reverse were the Empress and the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups being in reverse is just, is this what you wanted? So that's the question. Is this what you wanted, or do you just want to keep wishing? This person loves you and just needs a little bit of help, just needs a little bit of support to stay in the upright. They want to, like the Empress is the maternal figure who wants to take care and love you so deeply. Like a parent who is in their best way would, okay? And it's hard for me to say that because I know we all have different relationships with our parents, but when we're truly caring for this being that we've brought into the world, when we're truly giving so much compassion, so much unconditional love, I feel like that's what this is. It's this person wanting to have that unconditional love with you. And they're learning. They're getting stronger. Just support them. Don't feel like it's not what you wished for if they're not showing up exactly the way that you want. It's got to be, you've got to support them in their process as well. Your process looks good. So don't get me wrong. I'm seeing right now that you, again, Scorpio, you've done a lot of work and you're just waiting for your just dues, and you are due that. You just have someone here who is trying to step up to being with you, which is a beautiful thing. And they want to have this sun. Look at this. The two people holding each other. That's beautiful. Scorpio, this is a great reading. I hope that you like it. If you do, let me know. Let me know in the comments section. Hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And if you want to talk more about it, have a personal reading, reach out to me. I'd love to work with you. And for now, I'm going to send you all my love. Thanks, Scorpio.